Hey Freedom Family, this is Mark and I'm glad you're here today. We have got an amazing topic today. We're going to talk about the one thing that many of us struggle with, the one thing that a lot of us are missing, and the one thing that's going to change your life when you're done with this video. Hey, but before we get started, remember to subscribe so you can be a part of the conversation. Hit that notification bell because we put out content every week that's going to change your life. And hit the like button. Let us know what's happening while you're listening, while you're talking, while you're being a part of this conversation. Put a comment down below. We want to hear what's resonating with you. We want to hear what you want to talk about next. And with that being said, let's get started, shall we? I just got to tell you, Freedom Family, like I said before, I am excited for today's topic. The reason I am is because of this. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're a part of this family, and you're part of this community, and I know this about you, that there's an amazing life that you're supposed to be living. There's a life of excitement and fulfillment and challenge and even struggles, but there's a life that you're called to. We've talked about it on our channel, right? We're giving you the tools, the truth, and the knowledge to take you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be. But what I know is this, there's one thing, this huge thing that's standing in the way for a lot of us, and it's our self-esteem. It's standing in the way of us becoming and being exactly who we were called and created to be. And so today we're tackling that. And I'm happy about it and excited because we're going to give you some tangible tools that you can take away so that you can start to build an understanding so that the words that I just told you actually become the reality that you live. So let's get started with the first thing though, in figuring out, hey, is self-esteem a challenge for me? And I'm going to give you several things and you take this little test for yourself. And so here's the first one. Do you have difficulty speaking or prioritizing your needs and wants and feelings? Do you feel like you're constantly saying, I'm sorry, and feeling guilty for just everyday actions that you do? Do you avoid rocking the boat at all costs, making sure you're never the person who does that? Do you ever feel like you're not deserving of more for your life than you have right now and maybe don't even deserve the things you have? Do you ever feel that you have difficulty making your own choices and standing by them? Do you think that you lack boundaries in your life and people take advantage of you? Do you find yourself doing things or buying gifts excessively for people who don't even return the gifts and maybe don't care that much? Do you have this negative self-perception, this understanding that, oh, you're just not as good as, you don't have accomplishments and success like everybody else? Do you have this abusive or even just this continual negative self-talk? If any of these happen, and by the way, that self-talk one, we had this video right here where you could learn more about how to overcome that. But if on this list of 9, any of these kind of resonate with you, then maybe your self-esteem is something that needs to grow. And maybe you're the person that we're talking to who can use these tools today. And if anybody's out there and they don't even match any of these criteria, any of these questions, I guarantee you there's more for you if you'll just continue and check these out as well. I really believe this, that the things that we're going to share with you are keys to victory in your life. If you came here and you're feeling bad, you're going to feel better. If you came here and your life's feeling okay, you're going to feel good. And if you came here thinking your life is on track and you're doing things right, you're going to leave being amazed. The first tool that I want to give you, the first thing I want to impact you with is this. Your language matters. The video I alluded to earlier, right, on self-talk, it comes down to this. Your language matters. What you say about yourself actually becomes the thing that you are. Not because of who you're created to be, but because of who you believe you are. The truth is that you'll never go above the ceiling that you place on your life. And so self-esteem and language matters. If you're struggling with self-talk, hey, grab that video and grab those tools that we're talking about. But understand this. The way I speak determines how I feel about myself and the world around me. So change your language and you'll change your life. I don't know if you're a person of faith, but I am a Christian, and there's this phrase in the Bible that says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. And come to find out, through many, many scientific studies, it's true. Who you say you are is who you'll become. Science shows it, the Bible says it, so maybe it's time we believe it. And change our language. Do me a favor this week. You don't have to do it for a month or even for a year, but for a week, make this the positive talk week. When you catch yourself saying something negative about yourself or having a negative thought about your life circumstance, find a way of reframing it in a way that's a positive for you. I know it may sound weird, but what you'll find out is by the end of this week coming up, you'll feel better about yourself and the world around you than you did coming into it. So try that tool out. The second tool is this: how to build your self-esteem, and it can be in one phrase: activity. Set a goal and achieve it. And here's the interesting thing: you don't have to determine that I want to climb Mount Everest and accomplish that. You can literally say, I just want to get to work on time for 3 days straight. And in the act of accomplishing it, you actually build up your self-esteem because you bring a track record of success in your life, a track record of belief in yourself. Number one, this goal setting about activity, it's really done like this. How do you eat an elephant is the phrase? One bite at a time. I don't accomplish a world level event until I start with one step forward. Why don't you take one step forward this week? And in that, start to see that, hey, I can do some things. And the second one is this: physical activity. Do something to move your body in a way. There are so many scientific studies that show that when we increase physical activity, whether it's walking around a block or joining a gym and doing something or running for a mile, each of these release chemical compounds in our body that our body needs. Endorphins and dopamine and norepinephrines and all these names that I can't understand or name, but what I do know about them is they change your mindset. They actually enhance your mental capabilities and your confidence in yourself. Self-esteem grows when we're doing these things. And the second one is diet. Believe it or not, the things that you ingest in your body can make your body feel sluggish or lethargic, or can make you feel energetic and alive. And they can actually change the composition of your brain and the way that you think and the things that you believe about yourself. Not a weight loss or I've got to lose a few pounds, but simply the right fuel can give you the right energy. The right energy can give you the right feelings, and those right feelings can give you the right accomplishments. You're made in such a way to have premium fuel. So why put a discount into what should have a premium? And the third thing I'd like to tell you in regards to activity is this: would you just give yourself a break today? Meaning this, not lay off of yourself, but actually engage in something that brings you joy. What's something that makes you happy, something that really fuels you and gives you a charge in your life? What if once a week you were to do just one thing to treat yourself, to bless yourself, to bring yourself joy in those things that you desire? And the last one under activity is this: get help. You don't have to figure out life on your own. One thing you may not know about us is we have courses that we're developing, not just a YouTube channel, but we have things in place that we're actually teaching right now. And we have a life mastery course that through our experience, through our expertise, through the things that we've learned and we've done in our lives that actually have accomplished things, we're creating a course to allow folks to come alongside, to be coached and mentored by us so that they can receive those same things. That is coming. So if that's an area where you want to get help, you said, hey, I want to learn more about my life and how to have the best life that I can have, going from where I'm at to where I'm called and created to be, we have some tools along the way. So as you subscribe and get those notifications, we'll be announcing it really soon. So we have language and we have activity as two of the keys to victory. The third key is perspective. I told you I'm a man of faith, and there's a book called the Bible, and there's a chapter called Romans 2 verse 11 that says this: that God is no respecter of persons, which means he doesn't value one any higher than another. And you may not be a Christian, but here's the question for you: if he doesn't value one higher than another, then why do you? Why don't you say something like this: I have as much value as the people that I care about? See, self-esteem doesn't say I'm better than you, but self-esteem says I am valued as much as you. And so the people in your life who care for you want you to value yourself at a high level, want you to think of yourself with great self-esteem. And those people who don't, maybe don't add value to your life. And maybe you want to think about, before I say yes to them, maybe it's okay sometimes to say yes to me. So really what I'm ultimately saying is not just valuing yourself highly and equally as others, but not comparing yourself to others. We have a whole video right here that talks about that, and if that's something you're struggling with, then maybe that's something that can bring great value to your life. So I have these three things, these three tools that you can have, these three keys to victory in your life. Changing your language, recognizing it, changing it, activity, doing things, moving ahead, even in small ways to see that you're a person of accomplishment who should be esteemed highly, and perspective. Not valuing yourself higher than others, but really valuing yourself with others and saying yes to yourself sometimes before you say yes to others. Investing in you is a great way to build your self-esteem. And I hope that you take these tools and you grab them this week, even this day, and move forward in that. I believe in you. I believe there's a call on your life. We don't have this channel. We don't talk about taking you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be, because we don't believe it. And if we believe in you more than you do, take on these tools. Believe in what we say until you start to believe in what you say. My name is Mark. I am glad you're here at _Freedom for Life _ for these conversations that we're having. Man, subscribe, hit that notification, hit the like, and please put your comments down below. Let us know. We're anxious to hear what our community wants to talk about. We have many things that we believe are going to bring value, but we want to bring those other things as well. I'm glad you're here. I need you to do this one thing for me, this one favor. Dominate your day. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.